Hey, this Omar. Just on here real quick. Talking about the All NBA All Star game and whatever, and a couple of things they could do to probably fix it or whatever and whatnot. I mean, one suggestion does floating out there where it could be Team USA versus the Team World. That might be one thing that could size it, you know what I'm saying? Like definitely motivate, maybe a harder performance, as far as like, play as far as the game go. Um Another one I was gonna say was they could steal the concept that the baseball does, where it be like, whichever person or team wins, that conference will get home field advantage regardless of the records. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a cool, something that'll motivate them as far as, wanting to give maximum effort. And the third I was gonna say is if you would get a whoever wins, right? Or yeah, all right, you could do not just whoever wins, but on the tip of whichever player is the um MVP. And I'm trying to like piece it together, as I'm doing the video, but whichever player is the MVP, that team, if they have a guy that's making the playoffs and they're not a top seeded team, they can get home field advantage regardless of the seeding. So say they come in there and they're a seventh, eighth, or sixth seed, they will get home field or home court advantage over the top tier team in the first round. You know what I'm saying? So say if somebody that was fighting for the playoffs, they get into the play in, they go through the play in and win, they they get that um they get that what you call that shit? Damn man, I got a brain fart. But I was like, they would get that boost. I'm gonna just use boost, but that's not the right word I was looking for. They'll get a boost. So typically, you know what I'm saying, if it's the 2 versus 7 or the 3 versus 6, or the 1 versus 8, they would, the lower, not the lower seed, but the high seed will always get the home court. But in this situation, if the guy is an MVP on a squad that's the lower tier team, then they will place the lower tier team will get the home court advantage in the first round over the higher tier team. That's a little crazy and out there, but it's just something different. You know what I'm saying? That way, that'll make it worthwhile as far as like it'll motivate play. You gotta incentivize like the result can impact the the games or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like baseball, that's a major deal, and you could tell the intensity is there because each conference know that whoever wins get home field advantage, and that could, if that team is a solid home team, that could what I'm saying, make or break a a series. You know what I'm saying? So they should steal that concept in order to like make it better. I mean, the dunk contest is gonna be hit or miss. They don't have the best athletes doing the dunks, and the reason why it's messed up is because it's on like every dunk almost is like has been seen. So I mean, to be honest, if they would get those the concept that TNT was doing one time when they was having like some dunk off show or whatever, and it was Bama's that was dunking, but they wasn't in the league. Like they might could do that if they get folks that's not in the league in the dunk contest. That'll be a way to slice it. But I think that they might have capped out as far as like because a lot of the guys are not motivated to like people that you might want to see that's like new dunkers. They're not motivated to be in that contest or whatever. So they going that I don't know if they could fix that 3-point contest. It should be literally for the guys that's dudes that's the 3-point artists or whatever. You can't just throw anybody out there that just want to fuck around. If they putting people that's actual marksmen in the 3-point contest, that shit actually could be good. But if they just throw anybody in there that think they can hang with the dudes that really be shooting threes, it's gonna be a epic fail or whatever. So they should real life say if you a person and you don't shoot like um a higher percentile as far as 3 points, you shouldn't even be allowed in the contest. You know, and the other part as far as celebrity joints, I mean, that's gonna be that's purely entertainment purposes or whatever. But yeah, if they would incentivize the game, the winner, if it's you know this squad, that squad, the Western Conference, if they win or whoever or from the Western Conference win, they go ahead and get the home field. And if not, if they're a lower tier guy, but they sent one of their all stars and he killed it, then his team gets the advantage in the first round if said player, they make the playoffs, they get the home court advantage over the high seed. I think that'll kind of put a pep in people's step as far as like fixing, or maybe it can't be fixed, but just maybe more motivation. As far as play or whatever. Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. All right, thanks for listening.